Welcome back, everyone, to Showdown Sunday night, prime time here on Minor League Esports. I am Scotty P, continuing to be joined by the real Mo Bags. How you doing, sir?
I am doing great. That intermission was awesome. I refilled my water and I put in the raffle tickets, but it seems like the people over up top didn't get the memo that I was supposed to win the controller and they gave it to somebody else.
Yep, it looks like AutoCAD. Congratulations to him winning the controller. Someone will be in touch to get that to him. So, Power A Spectre, wired controller. And speaking of Spectre, we got the Champions League Spectre going up against the Pandas, looking to be a good match.
Definitely looking to be a good match. The Pandas have been absolutely dominant as of late. The Spectre, little bit behind them. They're third currently in their division, and they are looking to make a push to the playoffs. It is not out of the question for them yet. They will need to win this game, though, if they're going to continue to make that push, though, towards the playoffs.
Both teams on a hot streak. Pandas have actually won their last 7 straight series, but the Spectre have won 3 in a row in their own right. They're actually closer to their division lead than they are to a wild card, currently 6 out of a wild card. But after the 2-3 by the Comets in our earlier match, they are just 3.5 out of their division lead in the Mystic division.
Yeah, so definitely a lot on the line for both of these teams. It looks like we should be underway. We have Cloudy Howdy and Zach representing the Pandas and Mayhem and Silky representing the Spectre. Let's get into it.
Yep, and with the stats, if my stat sheet is to be believed, this is actually Mayhem's MLE debut. So welcome to the league and best of luck to both teams. We are underway. Pandas trying to build some early pressure. Zach whistles one on, but that's just over the crossbar. Out the mid, but Silky has taken off of him. There's a demo that's going to roll towards net, just wide right, but Zach cleans it up.
Yeah, Panda's off to a really great start. Opportune demo there from Zach, and he's able to find his way back and slot that one in easily. They will take that 1-0.
Zach, one of the most productive players in the league. I believe it was 12th or 13th in terms of MVPR rating, and also a very accurate shooter, 51 and change percent. So underway, Mayhem tries to pick one up right away. He tries to swipe one, but Cloudy with a good save there. Mayhem tried to drop it down to Silky, but that whistles wide to the Pandas corner. Zach trying to pick it up on the wall, takes it with a little control, tries to steer around Mayhem, but it's 50 straight up and back down. Cloudy goes over the top of that one. Here comes Silky. Puts into the Pandas corner. That's going to go in front. Mayhem trying to do it, but it goes off the left post. Picked up by Silky. Floater goes in.
Yeah, Silky able to find that shot. It looked like the Pandas player, I believe, Zach, nearly got back for that save, but just too slow to get there.
Not quite enough time. The window closed, and we are all square. 4:09 to go in this opening game number 1. That kickoff takes a little bit of a roll into the Spectre zone. There's a missed touch. Cloudy going to follow on from that one. It's a kickoff goal for the Pandas.
Yeah, not much to say there. That is just a mechanical error coming out from Silky as he is just not able to find the touch he wanted to get that ball rolling into the other side. That's going to be real easy for Cloudy Howdy there.
Yep. Just 6 seconds, and the Pandas right back up in the lead. Cloudy wins that kickoff, rolls up into the Spectre's near side corner. Mayhem takes there, banked off the ceiling. Zach another touch in the corner, but now it's cleared out to mid by Silky. Cloudy off the wall, beats Silky there, but not past Mayhem, who rolls it up his wall and goes to follow. Flew just away from the wall. He had to retreat and then try again. Cloudy puts up his own wall, but beat by Silky. That's going to drop towards frame, count as a shot. It's still floating there. Mayhem is up, and that's his first MLE goal.
And I hope this isn't the tale of this game, but we just saw 2 mechanical errors in a row lead to goals. Zach not able to find the catch on the ground, and that's going to be another easy goal for Mayhem. Like you said, his first.
Now coming right at it, the kickoff with Zach. That floats up for Silky. A long ball out, goes towards the net. Cloudy has to tip it to the corner. Beats Mayhem. Has a chance at a run down the wall. Silky going to try to head that one off. But instead, Cloudy just lets it bounce. Drops it towards frame, but it's turned right back to the corner by Silky. A double commit in the corner by the Pandas. This could be a chance for a counterattack by the Spectre. Mayhem's got it. Mayhem's got the goal.
And take notes at home. That is example A of why you never want to be in the same corner as your teammate. One touch behind both of them, and that was an easy goal again for the Spectre as they take the lead here.
Another Zach Mayhem kickoff. Game seems to like that one early in game one here. And Mayhem tries to follow it again. It's in the Pandas corner. Flips it, tries to get past Cloudy, nothing doing there. It's out to mid, stopped by Silky. Zach with it on the wall, but taken away from him by Mayhem. 1v1 50 back to the Pandas end wall. Goes and rolls up the corner, gets past Silky. There's Zach up for it, 50s with Mayhem. That stays near the midfield. Kind of end-to-end going here with about 2:40 to go in game number one. Silky's got a chance at that one. What a save by Zach right on the goal line.
What a save indeed. It was looking like we were going to get a lot of back and forth as Silky puts one off the post and in to take a 2-goal lead.
That looked like the Spectre were stacked up a little bit there, but then Silky gets one touch, then a second. Zach reaching for it, can't quite get it. Off the left post with a little English, and it spins in. So now 4-2 in favor of the Spectre. They are trying to make moves in their division. It's a bit of a stalled kickoff. Silky and Cloudy playing with it. Here comes Zach, tries to pick it up, but Mayhem with a successful stop. Off the wall, Silky up with him, throws it across to Silky, but that's whistled way high and left. Pandas with possession now. It's Cloudy trying to bring it on net with a dribble. Couldn't get it. Mayhem took it off of him. This is now at midfield. Pandas again a little bit of a double commit, but an effective one this time. Zach, nobody in front of him. But that rolled wide to the right. Cloudy tried to stuff it, but Silky a good save there. So the Spectre weathering the storm well so far.
Yeah, Spectre holding strong. That was a crazy good opportunity there from the Pandas. I can't believe that it didn't go in, as that one whistles wide as well.
That was attempted misconnection from Zach to Cloudy, but it just went across frame there. Now Mayhem leads it up the Pandas wall, gets a second touch, off the end. Here comes Silky to the front, but that gets past, and that should be a runner for Zach. Mayhem trying to get back, out of boost, and Zach closes it to within one.
I like what I'm seeing from the Spectres. They're looking for passes in field, but that can bite you sometimes and lead to runaway goals, like you said. The Spectre take it back within one.
But with 1:25 to play, that's certainly not in the books by any means. So rolls into the Spectre zone. Cloudy following it on, gets the touchdown off the corner. Dropped towards frame, but Silky poked it out. Not all the way, though. Cloudy takes it up the corner. Both a miss from him and Silky. It's left for Mayhem. Out to midfield. Second touch in towards net. Zach counted as a save. That's off the backboard. Still there. Cloudy gets it past Silky, and Zach trying to follow it out. But nope, Mayhem is there. Off to Cloudy. Now back to Silky. We're inside of a minute in game number one. Pandas trailing by one. Mayhem trying to threaten for the Spectre, but another great save by Zach. That's a savior medal there for him. Off the ceiling by Cloudy, sent out by Zach. Rolls up the wall and off the ceiling again. Into some open space. There goes Silky for it. Not the best touch, but effective. It's tipped to the wall, taken up by Zach. Off the near side wall, into the zone. Off the corner, once Cloudy in front, but two defenders up for the Spectre. Now just 20 to play, and it looks like the Spectre trying to run off the last little bit of clock. Possibly a redirect there, maybe Bags, but a misconnection. They've lost Bags there. But final seconds running off the clock, and Silky adds another one.
Oh, and sorry, I am back now. Apologies for that one, as the Spectre look to put this game away. They're 2 goals ahead.
With 5 seconds left, still not impossible, but I think that should put it in the books in favor of the Spectre. We'll see how this kickoff goes. With it being a stall, that should just about do it. Time has expired. That'll go wide to the corner as soon as it touches down. The first game will go in favor of the Spectre. That's a valuable half game for them in that Mystic division.
Yeah, and Spectre were looking like they were the team that was definitely keeping up offensive pressure. You could see them hanging around at the midfield when the ball wasn't bouncing back and forth between the two sides, and they were able to find the goals they needed to put this one away.
11 shots to 7. The Spectre coming out gunning, able to find a hat trick for Silky and a couple goals for Mayhem, so spreading the scoring around. Not a bad job at all for Mayhem in his MLE debut.
Yeah, absolutely. You would expect maybe to have some first stream or even first game jitters, but none of that seemed apparent to us up here. He looked great out there, so he'll look to continue that. And the Pandas will look to mount some more offensive opportunities as they were heavily outshot in that game.
Yeah, and the Spectre, their goal differential a fair bit worse than the Pandas just on grounds of giving up a lot more goals. The offensive capabilities fairly even, but giving up a lot more defensively over the course of the season. But they looked pretty solid there, had several Pandas attacks that were diffused very well by this defense. Here in game number 2, Pandas trying to mount something. Zach takes a play off the wall, but not with the best touch. Silky going to get it out to midfield. Cloudy waiting on the wall. It's tipped away from Silky. Cloudy with a little bit of a control now. Zach going to try to go for a bump on Mayhem, but Mayhem jumps over, but can't regain control. Cloudy steers that one to the net.
The risky bump play pays off for the Pandas as Zach comes screaming towards Mayhem there. Mayhem not able to correct his car's trajectory to get in front of that goal, front of that shot rather, and it leads to a goal.
Looked like he got the jump over, but not the side flip to try to regain some momentum went awry. But now he's up to try to continue something that's off the backboard at a crazy angle dropping down, but it stays outside of frame. This is picked up by Zach, gets the flick over Silky, but not on target. It rolls to the corner instead. Mayhem out to midfield, gets it past Cloudy. This could be an open chance with Zach trying to rush back. He gets a save, was faced the wrong way, but able to get the contact there.
Couple of whiffs coming out from the Pandas, leading to great shots for the Spectre. Just not able to put them on. They will look to get those ones back in the coming minutes here.
Yep, that was 50 out into the Spectre's end. As Zach puts that one across side to side. Cloudy round the corner, wound out by Mayhem. Has Silky trying to make the connection, but Zach gets to it first. Mayhem, the long one in, beats Cloudy, and we're tied up.
And Mayhem somehow read that Zach was going to get 2 touches on that ball. Mayhem slots that one in past both defenders, and they take a tie game going with 3:45 left.
Just a quarter of the way through this game number 2. Still anybody's to take, both the game and the series. Silky plays that one up the near side wall. Zach trying to mark on him. Gets the bump, but not the ball. That's picked up by Mayhem. 50 with Cloudy, stays in the Pandas' end, but not for long. Zach gets it out, tries a dribble that was tipped towards net, but laid aside by Silky. This one goes wall to wall. Mayhem waiting in his own corner, gets a catch and then tries to boom it out, off the ceiling at midfield, tips it past Zach. There's Silky trying to pick it up, couldn't get the entire control on it though. But the Spectre now looking to build some pressure. This drops close to the front. Cloudy gets it away from net, but not out. That floats towards crease, but goes across the goal mouth to the Spectre. They have 3 shots to the Pandas, 1 so far. Didn't get one there, but they are getting some chances bags.
Yeah, on that last little opportunity for the Pandas, or rather for the Spectre, it looked like both players were expecting contact. None happened, and both whiffed on the effort.
A good defensive touch there by Zach. Cloudy was demoed, so he had to face a 2-on-1 for a second. Kept that ball from getting to the front of the net. Silky picking up with a little control, tries to take it in on Cloudy. A good challenge there. It's going to be a 2-on-0, but Cloudy whistles it wide to the right. Tries to make a correction. It's still there in front. Zach pushes it wide left. That was a golden opportunity, and it falls by the wayside.
Yeah, the Pandas really wish they could have that one back. They missed the first shot, missed the second shot, and now they're on the defensive as Cloudy Howdy needs to make a touch on this ball to get it out.
But a good challenge there by Mayhem. Tries to put it on, but it's well over. Bit of a rainbow ball, goes to the opposite corner. Silky tipping it down towards the front. That's counted as a shot. Mayhem tried to put it in, but rolls over it. But a bump there. Silky just wide to the right. Both teams seem to be off target going through the middle minutes of this game too.
Both teams just not wanting to put the easy goals in, I guess, as Zach is going to have the easiest goal of his life. Nobody within I want to say 8 car lengths of him when he takes the shot.
Yeah, basically from midfield on in, nobody in front of him. They're all behind him, facing the wrong way. It's a minute 36. The Pandas now take a 2-1 lead in this game number 2. Kickoff, it's going to be Cloudy and Mayhem. Mayhem wins it into the Panda zone. Silky going up for a follow, tried for a bounce shot, but it whistles wide to the left. Zach taking it up, going for a slow roller. Goes side to side, gets past Silky, and Zach can get in on it. He can generate a chance, but Silky recovers and tips it away. Back out to center, going to follow in on it. I think he ran out of boost, though. Mayhem has to come in on that with Zach. That's 50, back towards the center. Silky got some boost. Silky got a goal.
Yeah, Silky got a goal. That was 115 kilometers per hour. That was a zoomer of a shot. And he will put that one in gladly to tie this game up. Just over a minute left.
71 miles an hour. That one's tricky to block even if you are in net. And when nobody is, that is just that much harder to stop. They're getting close to the 1-minute warning. Tied back up again. It's been a very back and forth game too. This one waterfalls down in front. Silky tips it to the corner. Takes it away from Cloudy, and it's going across midfield and all the way into the Pandas corner. Zach, that's off the ceiling. Towards the front, Mayhem tried to float one on, but it's pushed wide to the right. Mayhem tries a back pass for Silky. It's off the corner. Follow-up touch, double miss by Mayhem and Zach. And Silky also misses as picked up by Cloudy Howdy. Now Zach takes it in on net. Mayhem has to make that save and tips it to the corner. So once again, end-to-end action. Both teams looking, both teams not finding yet. Mayhem tried for a redirect, couldn't get it. Silky with a bounce shot. Cloudy can't contain it. Silky gets the goal again.
And that shot was going to be going in, but Silky gets this one off of a Panda deflection. Had he been just a little bit better positioned, that would have been a little bit off, and we would be seeing overtime instead of a Game 2 win from the Spectre here.
I mean, he had to do something because that ball was definitely on target. Tried for the desperation squeeze off the post, but it just wasn't there to be had. Silky trying for the hat trick. A tip away by Zach, another good save there. It's rolled up the corner, final push time for the Pandas. Cloudy tries a ground dribble, taken off him by Mayhem. Zach wants to put it to the corner. It's there, it's going to roll down. Spectre go up 2-0 in the series.
And the Pandas would have definitely liked to see that bottom corner bounce that ball up to give them one more chance, but they were not going to be finding it, as this series is now 2-0 in favor of the Spectre.
The Spectre showing the sense of urgency, showing that 3-win streak form is not an anomaly. This is their true form. They are coming out. They are wanting to make a run at this division lead and at the playoff spots as we get into the second half of this season. Good work from both Mayhem and Silky, out shooting the Pandas yet again.
Yeah, I think the Spectre might be a little bit invigorated. They had their logo revealed yesterday, so maybe they're getting a little bit extra motivation. Pandas looking to get their logo revealed for the same type of motivation possibly coming into this third game here.
And we'll see as we reload the Forbidden Temple for Game 3. We've seen several of those chances for both teams just kind of going wide here and there. The Spectre have been able to take advantage just by the slimmest of edges in both of these games, but right now mainly just outdoing the Pandas on spirit.
Yeah, both of these teams are definitely capable. It just seems like the Spectre seem to be getting the luck of the draw with who's missing what and when.
Yep, this one goes into the Panda zone off the kickoff. Out to mid, Cloudy going to try to pick it up, take it up his far side wall. Mayhem there with a good challenge. Floats it over, going to roll it into the Pandas corner. Floats it towards net actually, and that's on to the far side.
Yeah, and if you're a Spectre fan, that is the start that you want to see. An easy little shot goes in. I think the entire field was low on boost, and you want to see those shots go in if you're a Spectre fan for sure.
Was positioned at the near post, and that was a kind of a tight angle there. From my perception, it looked like it was going wide to the short side, but actually stayed in and tucked itself into that far side of net. So no chance from the Pandas defender. Within the first 30 seconds, Spectre go up 1-0, looking to try to put the series away in game number 3. Silky gets a long clear out, not going to be on net and tipped aside by Cloudy anyway. Drop towards the front, double miss, here comes Mayhem, but is taken away by Zach. Mayhem beats him there, Silky going to try to turn back on it, Cloudy has to make a rush for that one and tip it out of the crease. Silky takes it off of him, but Zach has recovered. Off the wall, 50 with Mayhem, goes across to the other side. Cloudy going to go up for it, Spectre going to retreat, reset for position and boost. That gives Zach a chance to flip it in, but only one shot so far, and it's the one that's been the difference maker so far.
Yeah, and these Spectre are not letting off the gas as they put another goal in. They're going to have a 2-goal lead, and they are going to look to put this series out in 3 games.
And then that looked absolutely slick. Silky and Mayhem doing a little bit of a crisscross, leaving Zach seeing ghosts in the net. That one slips in, 2-0 to the Spectre. That kickoff, taking a bounce into the Pandas corner. Silky gonna go up, goes over the top of it. Cloudy drops into the center. Mayhem, top shelf, absolutely buried.
Silky not able to find the tight angle on this shot, but it doesn't matter because Mayhem there to clean up the mess and puts it in. They are up 3-0, 3:30 left in this game.
Spectre not content with those close games from the first two. They're wanting to try to take a big lead, but now that drops towards front. Cloudy had an open net to shoot at, but tipped it left to the short side on the left. Now Silky trying to get out into some space. Cloudy rushing back will tip it off his end wall and over to the near side wall. Mayhem wanting to put it towards center, but Cloudy, nothing doing on that one, defends it well. Now Zach trying to pick this one up. Mayhem puts it off him, out to midfield, and further into the Panda zone. Off the wall by Cloudy. Mayhem wanted to try to pass it across to Silky, could not. Cloudy rolls it up the wall. That's going to go off the ceiling. Zach's up for it at a tight angle, and the Pandas get one back.
Yeah, the Pandas, after missing that last open net, definitely needed a goal here to stay in it. And Zach, there to do just that, puts it right into the center of the net. No one able to make the stop there within 2 now.
Yep, and that was good aerial maneuvering there, pitching it up, catching the ball just the right angle off his side to drop that one down. So he's not really had the most opportunities to show his execution and his skill in this match so far, but that was a good one there. Silky throws another one on from a long way out, and the Spectre counter-punching right away.
Yeah, that ball just lofts right in. It was too slow almost to even stop as both players are up. Matter of fact, all 3 players that were up in that frame had a chance to save it. I'm not sure what Silky was doing trying to save it. Or maybe that was Mayhem, I can't tell. The replay is gone.
I'm not entirely sure, but what I do know is the Spectre, they had their opportunities that they weren't able to bury in the last game. Both teams did. But no longer the case in this game. A perfect 4 off 4, and we are just at halftime. They're maintaining that 3-goal lead. Zach trying to change it, leads it out of the corner, but Cloudy hangs back as Mayhem clears it long and deep into the Pandas corner. But Silky demoed, so nobody there to pass to. Mayhem just shields it from Zach, tries a back pass to Silky. Zach got it instead, tipped it on net. Silky had to make that save. Mayhem gets it past Cloudy, right at the center dot. Mayhem in on Zach one-on-one. Now it's left for nobody. Silky, tight angle. He scores it 5-1 Spectre.
And I was going to say the Spectre keeping the trend of not missing a single shot, but somewhere in all of the Mayhem must have missed a shot because he has 3 and only 2 goals now.
It looks like Cloudy did get a save at some point. But still, the accuracy very good, 5 off 6. But the Panda's going to look at one back. Slow roller, Zach gets the credit for that.
Pandas look to stop the bleeding here. They have given up too many goals, and they have not put in enough of their open nets as they are able to bury this one with help from Zach there. They are now within 3, and they have a shot at this.
Yeah, I mean, the 3-goal lead is really the worst lead you can have because you start to feel comfortable, maybe you start to take your foot off of the gas. But now, hopefully the Spectre can maintain their pressure as they take that up. They're still killing time in the Pandas' end, not really letting them have extended stays in that purple half. But sometimes you start to feel comfortable, you take the foot off the gas, and if they do that, the Pandas can come back in a hurry. Zach throws that one out to midfield, trying to hold away Mayhem. gets a little bit too much of that. The corner goes all the way up and around over the net. Cloudy, that's another hot one, was going to drop it in frame, but defended well by Silky. Another corner ball, picked out by Mayhem. Cloudy demos Silky, so nobody there to pass to. Mayhem just going to kind of play with it on the end wall. Zach gets it out into the Spectre zone, takes a shot on net. Another good save by Silky. That's his second. So Spectre, the limited chances the Pandas are getting, they are defending well.
Yeah, and it looks like the Spectre are definitely keeping up their aggression, not wanting to give any hope to these Panda players. They are going to look to put this game out in dramatic style if the shots continue for them.
Inside of 40 seconds, Silky wanted to drop it in front, instead just content to let the ball roll and kill a little time. Zach walks it in, beats one, can't beat two. Mayhem 50s it with Cloudy. Silky out beyond center. Mayhem puts it off the wall, runs a few more precious seconds. Cloudy gets it past mid, but Silky ready and waiting. That rolls up in the Spectre corner. Silky digs it out. 50 with Zach. That's going to go towards the net. Can Mayhem get up for the save? Cannot. Unlucky, but Pandas still needing two.
Yeah, unlucky, but the Pandas desperately needed that one to go in. They now have the smallest chance possible, but it is still possible for them to come back and tie this game up before the time is up.
It takes about 2 seconds minimum to score a goal, so not out of the realm of possibility, but they need to bury this one right now. Zach doesn't make the contact, and that should be about all she wrote for this game. 2-goal lead with no time left. Spectre take 3 in a row.
You hate to see it. The Pandas really, I feel like, stepped up their game, at least in the beginning of that match, but they weren't able to keep up with the relentless onslaught from the Spectre and nearly perfect shooting almost throughout, I think, more than half of that game. That's going to be definitely tough to beat.
Certainly. But the Spectre have to be feeling good about themselves. They've guaranteed themselves a series win. They've got at least 3 games that are going to be, no matter what, making up ground on the Comets in the division. They've so far gained a game and a half. Now, they could lose back a game's worth of that if they lose the last 2 games here, or they could get as close as just 1 game back in the Mystic division. So they've still got a lot to play for in the rest of the series.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams do. We mentioned before the Pandas were on a hot streak, and losing 0-5 is not going to be boding well for them in their division standings, I'm sure.
I mean, they're still going to be fairly well ahead in their division because they had a full 5-game lead coming in. But yeah, you've already had your 7-match win streak snapped. You don't want to go down 0-5. You just don't. I mean, nobody wants to go down 0-5, but you definitely don't want to go down 0-5 in that kind of situation.
Yeah, 0-5 is good for only one party in this sense. It's not good for us because it's not very interesting to cast, and it's not good for this for the Pandas rather, because they will be feeling real bad going home 0-5.
Indeed. But Game 4 just about to get underway on the beautiful Forbidden Temple. Cloudy and Mayhem going to come at this one. And Cloudy gets that one deep into the Spectre zone, goes off the end wall. Silky can't handle it, so it's picked up by Zach. Wanted to drop it towards the front, but Mayhem able to recover and tip it out. It's there in mid. Cloudy tries to stop it, but Mayhem gets it away from him. Silky pushing in for a shot, but Zach with a good 50-50 ball. That drops towards the net. Zach tried to stuff it in, but it goes off the right side of the end wall. And that's laid out to the Pandas end again.
Yeah, great demo coming out from the Spectre there to save that goal. That would have been a ridiculously good opportunity for the Pandas, but they got thwarted by a demo.
And there's another good demo. Mayhem on Cloudy. Tries to 1v1 Zach successfully. Spectre strike first.
Yeah, Spectre are not putting their foot off the gas whatsoever. They want this 5-0, and they want it now.
Mayhem just all over the place. Like we said before, debut series for him in the league, and he is definitely doing well here tonight. Takes that kickoff, plays it up the wall. Cloudy beats him to it. That's going to drop towards net. Crossbar, can Zach tip it down? Does. Good contact to tie the score.
Yeah, good patience on this approach to the ball. If he was just a little bit earlier to that ball, it would not have gone in. So good on Zach for getting that read and getting that goal. Tie game.
good for the Pandas to show a little bit of resiliency after being fairly well outclassed in Game 3. I mean, they made it close, but they were down multiple goals the whole way. But not this time. They take a lead off the goal from Cloudy.
Yeah, and the Pandas having a little bit of a mentality change here. They are coming out and just throwing up shots. That one looked to be savable, but it was too fast for the Spectre defender there.
So now we get to see the Spectre play from behind here. So that ball takes a roll into their zone. Mayhem wins the first one from Cloudy, but not the second one from Zach. Rolls up the corner, Silky there. Both he and Zach miss. Mayhem on the follow. Out the mid, that's off of Cloudy. An unfortunate touch. Silky with a follow-up, and we're right back to evens.
Yeah, Silky gets a gift of a goal courtesy of Cloudy Howdy, rather. He tries to get that touch high, ends up putting it all the way down to basically into his net. Silky just needs to be there for the tap in, and he is.
Yeah, ended up backflipping on that. I'm not sure if that's what he wanted to do, but it's what he got, and that laid it up for Silky. Mayhem wins the 50 off of Zach following the kickoff. Gonna bank it off the corner, try to get it down to Silky. But another 50 with Zach, and it's pushed out to mid. Cloudy tries to walk it onto net, but Mayhem there well. Zach rolled it up the end wall, but Silky ready and waiting to clean that off. Silky has to take it again after the 50. Another 50 with Zach, that's straight up and straight down. So the Spectre now seem to be struggling to get clears.
Yeah, the Pandas are definitely keeping the aggression up. They don't want to fall 4 games down in the series. They want to make this game or series competitive, at least seeming so on paper.
But Mayhem does a good job there. Had 2 Pandas rushing down on him, able to stop that potential attack. This one rolls up the Pandas corner. Cloudy with some control gets past Mayhem, but Silky running back in position with plenty of time. Mayhem on the end wall, gonna drop it down for Silky to pick up maybe. Zach had a chance on, but it was well wide to the left, not even counted as a shot. Silky plays that one into the corner, tries to get it over Zach. That's gonna hit the ceiling, comes straight down. Mayhem's got it! Spectre lead again.
Yeah, the Spectre will not be denied. They are gonna take this game if they keep up this play. Aggressive bump there on the rotation, and that's gonna be an easy put-in for Mayhem as no defender was there to stop him.
Kept the control away from Cloudy Howdy. Silky made the touchdown and then got the good bump on the Cloudy to give Mayhem a better chance at that one. Zach puts another one wide to the right. He and Silky both missed that one in the corner. It's picked up by Mayhem, who's been a steadying presence for the Spectre in this match. Silky tries to pass it back across. Wanted to give and go maybe, but a missed touch there by Mayhem. Zach in the midfield flicks it over one, but not the second. Mayhem again, they're reading that one well off the solo play attempt from Zach. This one flips around the corner, missed touch by Zach. Mayhem tries to pick it up. Cloudy with the challenge. Now Silky gets it in a little bit deeper. Mayhem and Cloudy both miss. Silky now going to try to take a one-on-one on Zach. Can he get there? No, a good save by Zach. Had to hold that away or the Spectre are going to be going up big in this game.
Yeah, and we're seeing some back and forth playing out from these two teams as before. We were seeing some sustained pressure on both sides given who was in front. So it's good to see from both teams.
This one goes into the Pandas corner. Flipped out by Mayhem. Tried to connect with Silky. It's not there. It goes to Zach instead. Midfield in, and we're back to tied.
Yeah, and the Pandas want to keep this game interesting. Tie it up again. Zach had a breakaway goal here. Just needed to beat one and did.
And this is the first time I think all series that the Pandas have been out shooting the Spectre 7 shots to 4. So they've been getting the better of the chances in this game. Spectre have been hanging on tightly to keep it to evens. Oh, what a shot by Silky to Mayhem! What a play!
That was an absolutely savage carry here from Silky as he gets it past 1, past 2, and Mayhem is there for the put-in. They're going to take this lead just over a minute left now.
Absolutely slick. And if that's a play you liked, folks, clip it and send it in for the Balls Guarana Play of the Week. And one lucky player who has their Play of the Week will win a free case of Balls Guarana Energy Drink. seconds. We're inside the 1 minute mark in this game number 4. Spectre with a 1-goal lead. Cloudy trying to bring it in on a breakaway, and we're right back to tied again.
Yeah, the Spectre uncharacteristically caught sleeping on this play, and Cloudy, it wasn't easy, but he was faster than Mayhem there to that ball and able to put it in.
Just by a little bit, so 51 seconds. But the scoring coming out with both teams. You want to say that it could be golden goal territory coming soon, but with the offense from both sides, the next goal may not actually decide it. We'll find out. Zach tries to walk it in on Silky, has it just pushed away, not on frame. Silky off the end wall, wants to drop it down for Mayhem, but beat to it by Cloudy. Cloudy sends it towards the front. Nobody there to try to pick it up. Here comes Zach, and the Pandas into the lead.
Cloudy Howdy maybe doing a little bit of a mind game here. He was definitely close to that ball. Seemed like he was going for it, but Zach comes flying into frame and puts that one in. They now have the lead with 26 seconds. Will the Spectre answer?
Yeah, but I'd say that's just good communication by the Pandas. Zach with a better angle to that ball probably just called them off of it, saying, I know you're there, but I got it. I'll just knock it right in, and did. But now the Spectre going to come right back as Cloudy forced to make a save on that. It's rolled up. Silky tries to take it around the corner. Countdown on screen, so this could be the final push for the Spectre. Mayhem tried to get it over to Silky, but it's laid out by Zach. Just the final couple of seconds. Cloudy's got the control of this one. It's in the Spectre end. Can they keep it up? They cannot. Pandas will deny the sweep. They take at least one game back.
Yeah, good on the Pandas. They were not playing like they were going to get swept in this series, and they have shown it that they can keep up with the Spectre team. The Spectre team, though, definitely did not make it easy for this game, easy for them to win this game. They had to be firing at all cylinders basically the entire time to even stay close. But they did edge it out and got the win.
At the Pandas coming out of hibernation just a little bit. Their aggression level has been kind of ramping up from game to game, but this is where it kind of finally crested the wave. They outshot the Spectre. They outscored the Spectre. This is kind of what they needed to be all series long, but they just hadn't been able to match the energy level up to now.
That's something that I've never really thought about. I guess Pandas would hibernate, wouldn't they?
Let's say I haven't read up on the Pandas specifically to be sure, but we can still use it in the context of the series here, at the very least.
Absolutely.
Game to come. Let's see if the Spectre can make it 4-1 or if the Pandas can make it a very narrow split. Game 5 underway here. Silky gets that out to midfield. Mayhem tipping it on slowly, not quickly enough to get onto net. That's held in by the Spectre. Silky rolls it up the corner. That's floating towards the crease as Zach tips it off his own backboard. Cloudy pushes it out to midfield. Silky trying to mark on him. As Cloudy turns the corner, not successfully. That's blocked out. Zach towards the front. Doesn't have his partner there. So Cloudy has to try to turn that one away. Block to clear, but Mayhem gets it out to midfield and beyond. So end-to-end action so far in this game, Bags.
End-to-end action, definitely. It looks like if both teams are a little bit quicker, they can get some opportunities, but neither team willing to commit the speed and the dedication, I guess, to these plays to get them in, as we see more end-to-end action.
No shots as of yet through the first minute. That one's going to drop down, but both Pandas members in the air. That gives the Spectre a chance. And they beat the last defender, a slow roller by Mayhem, and the Spectre come out first.
Yeah, great 50-50 here from Mayhem, is able to get it past Zach. Zach not in the best position, so that touch needed to be perfect, and it wasn't. Spectre going to be up 1-0.
Just unfortunate positioning going into that. Did the best he could, but not quite able to get the full defensive clear. It's Cloudy going to play with this one a little bit. Wants to turn the corner on it, but Silky right on him. Now Zach floats it towards net, clears out Silky, but Mayhem ready and waiting. Out to mid, tipped up by Cloudy in the air. Mayhem gets the touch over, that's on net. Zach can't pick it up. Mayhem another goal.
It wasn't a strong shot, but it didn't need to be. No Pandas were anywhere near. Zach opts for the boost grab, not able to make it back in time to make that save. Spectre up 2-0.
Now we're still very early in this game, 3:31 to play, but the Spectre returning themselves to that previous energy level, showing their spirit. This one rolls up in the Pandas corner high. Silky could not beat Cloudy to it, so it's back out to the midfield. Zach putting that one in to the end wall. Tries to get it center, but a 50 there by Silky. Floats for Cloudy. Back towards the front. Here comes Zach in, but Silky a good 50 credited as a save there. Still in the Spectre zone. Cloudy trying to get it to the front, but Zach has gone back for some boost. Now he comes in, tips it off the corner, tries to get a second touch, but it goes back the opposite direction. Now the Spectre a chance to relieve the pressure, but again denied by Cloudy. So the Pandas had plenty of time in the zone, but only one shot to show for it.
Yeah, and the Pandas looking to mount some offense here. They're keeping the ball in the zone, but just not getting the follow-up touches they need to score.
And the Pandas get a second shot there. Cloudy with an attempt, but a good save there by Silky. So Mayhem with all the goals, Silky with all the saves so far, 2 apiece. Zach turns that corner, puts it down. That's a savior medal for Silky as we've just passed halftime, doing the work on the defense. Silky off the side wall, tries to work it in on Cloudy. That's off the backboard. Here comes Mayhem. Can he clear it out? No, it's off the left post. That could be an overcommit. Here comes Zach working his way in, and that goes the length for a goal for the Pandas.
Yeah, Pandas hold strong on this chance from the Spectre. It looked like that ball was going to be very dangerous and very difficult to save. Turned out to be neither of those, and they get a goal on the other end.
Yep, and that is definitely a morale killer. It can be. It almost feels like a 2-goal swing. It's a goal you should have had and then a goal you gave up. So the Spectre going to have to stand strong. They still have a 1-goal lead here, trying to make it 2 again. Silky with a smooth touch.
And Zach trying to do too much here. Maybe gets a touch, goes straight back, and Silky's going to pounce all over that one and put it in 3-1 Spectre.
Pushing right back on it, back to a 2-goal margin. Mayhem and Zach gonna take this kickoff. Goes into the corner. Silky gonna let it settle down before he makes the touch and gets it successfully out to center. This one rolls up into the Panda zone. A missed contact by Zach. Now it rolls towards the net. Cloudy didn't get all of that one, but he got enough to keep the immediate threat away. But that's off the end wall. Mayhem tight angle. Hits off the near post. And so Zach picks it up and gets it out. Demo Silky. But Mayhem's back, and Zach loses the handle, so the Pandas not even getting a shot out of that attempt. Now here comes Cloudy, another great save by Silky. 4 saves for him. Again, defensively, Silky doing a lot of work there.
Yeah, Spectre doing everything they can to keep this ball out. They want to take this game. They want the 4-1, and it looks like they're going to get it if they keep up this offensive pressure. As that ball goes straight in over Zach, not able to jump up in time to make the save.
Mayhem tips it off the corner. An unfortunate touch by Cloudy puts it right to Silky. Smokes it over Zach at 67 miles an hour. So a minute 2 to play, and the Spectre looking like their form from the early goings of this series. They are up 4-1. This one stays in midfield, 50 straight up with Cloudy. Tried to get some control, but lost the handle and then demoed for his troubles. Zach keeps that one in, but it's high off the backboard. Mayhem tried to control it, but he's erased from the field. Now Cloudy driving it back in on Silky. It's wide to the right, sent out by Mayhem. It's out in front of Zach, rolls up the corner. Zach gets a touch, but that's straight in front of his own net. Silky had a great read, but couldn't find the angle. It's wide to the left. But the Spectre still with her foot on the gas pedal bag. And yet another one, no, and wobbled on the goal line. They are looking for goal number 5, just not finding it, seems.
Yeah, the Spectre wanted it, but they don't need it unless the Pandas have anything to say about it. They put another one in. This is down to 2, and this is starting to look pretty similar to, I think, last game, where the Pandas started a late game comeback.
Yep. This Pandas trying to make a run at this one, trying to close it to a 3-2 series. But here come the Spectre again, rolling it round the corner. Silky gonna pop it into the front. Floater for Mayhem. 5-2, and that should do it.
That will definitely put the nail in the coffin here for the Pandas. They tried to get out aggressive on this kickoff. and they were punished for it right away. This game is definitely going to the Spectre now.
And once again, the Spectre with the positive shot margin in this game. Hat trick for Mayhem, savior for Silky, and the Spectre gonna go away with a 4-1 series win just as soon as this ball hits. They were looking for goal number 6, almost got it there. Mayhem drops it on the goal line.
Yeah, great showing from both of these teams. The Spectre obviously coming on top and showing that they can be the most dominant team in the Champions League and they're going to come out with this win handedly.
And after the narrow loss by the Comets and a convincing win here, that is going to put them to a 2-game margin. They came in 4 games back. They are now just 2 back in the Mystic division. So now well within striking distance of the Comets. They also do themselves a little bit of help in the wild card race, but that's still a wider margin than what their division race is at this point.
Absolutely. And I think that just about does it here for us tonight. We do have one more little bit of exciting information, though, for you. It looks like we have a logo reveal.
Yes, we do. I believe it's going to be a good one. Actually, from what I'd say, I believe it might just be straight fire.
Yes. So with that, we will head out for the night. Good night to you guys all. Enjoy this logo reveal, and we'll see you next time.